Why is it that lighting a candle at a time you don't usually light a candle makes it feel so special? It's like 8 a.m. and I just lit this because I was like, why do I always wait until like evening? I'm like, this is kind of nice in the morning. So anyway, that's the whole story. Actually, that looks a little precarious. This was just in our like junk drawer. Lids are so pretty. Okay, we're watching Curious George this morning. Okay, so we're gonna write letters to Santa. I can link this little free printable I found. Of course, there's express mail to the North Pole, so it'll definitely get there in time. But we usually will make a copy after they're done, just in case it gets lost in the mail. We can have a copy, and then it can be in their keepsake box too. Just, you know. Also, it is snowing. Ooh, it's cold too. You hear those birds though?
I need to go fill up bird feeders.
Yeah, Panoke's like, yeah, and then the school's come, and then I get to look. You coming back in? He said, I'm good.
The city.
Anyone know that reference? All right, got into real clothes. I used to wear these when I was a teacher, these little Minnie Mouse babies. It's for baking, you know, and guys, the snow is coming down even more. It is like the most beautiful snow. Ah, look at this. It's like that fat, wonderful snow. Oh, I love it. Don't look at our garden. So we are gonna make Thin Mints. I've got our like Costco size box of Ritz crackers. We're not gonna be using that many. We're going to a cookie exchange tomorrow morning in our neighborhood, and I've never been to a cookie exchange. And we were talking about which ones we want to bring. We're thinking the Thin Mints just because most people don't make them, so it'd be something maybe different. But I'm also hoping to make my favorite ginger molasses cookies too. So we'll just kind of see. Maybe we'll bring half and half. But we also have some neighbors. We usually will give some Christmas cookies too. So I'm hoping I can make enough to be able to do that. Miss Genevieve is making, well, I'll show you what she is making for each box. She's making this beautiful little, what would you call this? A card, Gigi?
Yeah.
It's gonna go in the little cookie boxes. I bought a big bulk pack of these years ago. I'm still working through them, it's amazing. Anyway, so that is very special. She's working on that. She's gonna help me, hopefully, with the cookies too. All right, we've melted the little candy chocolate things from Kroger. You can get them anywhere. I always remind everyone every year if you're gonna make these, because they're super easy, they're super delicious, crowd pleaser, and it's cost effective. You know what I mean? But you have to have peppermint oil, not spearmint, it is very important. For example, I bought this last year, wrong. Wrong flavor. It tastes like spearmint. It is not right. So it's gotta be peppermint oil. You only need a few drops and then kind of taste it and then add a few more because you can't go backwards. And we have done it once where it was too pepperminty. So it's hard to gauge, and I wish I could give you like an exact number. So there's a couple, there's like maybe 5 drops. Let's try that. Oh, it smells so good. But yeah, I can find maybe this exact one we have and link it if you're like really not wanting to screw it up. But if you get peppermint oil, you'll be good. Perfect. I've got my sleeves unrolled. I've got parchment paper, but just to kind of show you over here, literally just, it's the most self-explanatory thing in the world. I always use a fork so it can kind of drip through, especially as it gets lower. And that's it. So oftentimes I'm going to set it on the parchment paper here, but oftentimes I will put some sprinkles while it's still wet on it. So that's something Gigi will probably help with too, but just to show you. It's another thing that it definitely looks a lot more festive with a little bit of sprinkles on top, for sure. Guys. So cute. Perfect. So the other thing I always like to mention too is these freeze really well. So you can make a ton of them and then freeze them. And the other tip I have is follow the directions for how to warm up the chocolate, because if you warm it up too far, it'll harden again. So just follow the instructions are easy, but just make sure you actually look at them. We're done. I did 2 sleeves, which ended up being like 1 sleeve basically per like container of chocolate. But I ran out of peppermint oil. I wanted to do 1 more because like I said, these freeze so well. So we'll leave some in the freezer to eat whenever. So I think Tyler may be going out later. And if so, I might have him pick up peppermint oil. So I was looking into it. You can also, I should say, that's peppermint oil, so you need a lot less. You can also get peppermint extract, and that works too. And it's, well, I was going to say it's cheaper, but actually that little bottle I showed is like $2, but like on Walmart, but it's hard to find in store. So peppermint extract works too, but I think you do it to taste, and I think you might need a little bit more of that. Don't quote me on it, but that might be what I'm trying next, so I'll let you know. But that's done, so I'm going to let these kind of keep drying and then get set up to make ginger cookies. And I'm pretty sure the recipe I use, you're supposed to refrigerate the dough overnight, but I might just bake them. Just see what happens.
Woo! Okay, done at the gym. I did 5 days this week, so that's 3 weeks in a row I did 5 days. I was hoping to do 6. I know that was kind of our plan, but it just has kind of gotten away. And then I know like tomorrow we have Christmas stuff, and then the next day. So like, I don't know, 5 days a week. I'm very happy with that. But right now I am headed home to get Genevieve, because Genevieve and I are going to go have a daddy-daughter day, and we are going to go get some Christmas presents for Jessica. So should be very fun. And that's the plan. Let's go.
All right. So I'm going to make my ginger molasses cookies. I'll link the recipe we use below. Well, it's from a book, but I think I can find the recipe. But it calls for dark brown sugar, which I think I learned last year is just brown sugar with more molasses in it, which is perfect because you end up putting molasses, also like real molasses in it too. So it just kind of really doubles down on that flavor that I love. So we've got some butter in there. We're going to add this dark brown sugar. Here's something I know I didn't do last year, and I wonder if it will make a difference in making them softer. The butter and sugar, you're supposed to, mix together for 4 minutes. And it said to make it, it described it as, beat it until the butter mixture is aerated and pale in color, about 4 minutes. So I did that, and it does look like pale and kind of fluffy. Let me show you. It looks awesome. So I'm hoping this makes the cookies even softer. We'll see. In case I haven't drilled the point home, not this. There we go. Also, I'm at the store again. Not only did I need that, but I also did not have enough ginger for the ginger cookies, which was pretty important. And then for other cookies I might make later in the week, we'll see. I needed cream cheese and heavy cream, always needing bananas. And the other thing I just resigned to not having, but then I was like, if I'm going to the store, I'm going to see if they have it. I needed real ginger for the cookies too. So I'm excited to make it with that as well. And then we're always needing eggs.
All right, Miss Genevieve and I are here at Costco getting some gifts for Mommy. And I was going to show you, I just noticed this. I just thought this was super interesting. They have this light here, but the entire thing looks like it spins. Or maybe that's a separate little piece inside. But anyway, I just thought that was kind of cool. It's like a fan light combo. Pretty nifty. Yeah, there it goes. There it's spinning. Pretty cool.
Wait, is this Santa?
Wait!
What? We already met him.
Are you kidding me?
What?
Santa's over there! Santa!
So I went, got some a little bit more work done, and then I worked out, which I didn't think I would be able to today. I'm glad I made myself. But I put the dough and let it chill in the fridge, and it feels great. So I'm like, okay, I think even if you couldn't refrigerate it overnight, it's still gonna be fantastic. So I've got cinnamon sugar, I kind of mixed up, and then you just roll these up, roll them in the sugar and bake them. Pretty simple. But now to get the plastic wrap off of it, why did I wrap it like a maniac? No reason, no rhyme or reason. I could probably go bigger than this, but nonetheless. And then we just stick it on there like this, like that. Also, I should say that if you are someone that has had like gingerbread and you're like, I could take it or leave it. This is like the most glowed up gingerbread you've ever had. Like it is nothing like the gingerbread I've tried everywhere else. Like this is like crazy good. I can't explain it. I think more people would like this but don't realize they would because they think it's going to taste like store-bought gingerbread or something like that. And it is a million times more delicious than that. Like, this is one of the few cookies that when I think about it, my mouth waters. All right, I'm just going to bake this first batch as is and see if we need to make any adjustments. So I heard this trick, but some of these first ones I rolled are humongous. So it won't work for all of them because my cup is not big enough. But I heard, I've got to be careful because this is fresh out of the oven, that, okay, it's not going to work on most of these. Okay, if you just do this with a warm cookie, it'll kind of like perfectly round the edges. Not that these weren't like pretty darn round to start with, but it kind of, while they're warm, they're still malleable. And that does, I mean, they look like, those look way more round than the others. But again, I think my subsequent ones are much smaller. But I think, I mean, I know. So that's good. They're more like that size. Because, yeah, these first few are like pretty big. But that's so cool. I've never heard that in my life. And it is totally, or you can just shave off the edges like I just did. Well, that worked too, though. Anyway, so yeah, very, very cool. I figured some of you guys might be interested in that. All right, so Gigi and I are gonna go deliver some cookies and some Christmas cards to neighbors. And I made this up really quickly on Canva because I feel like it's nice to know what it is you're looking at when you get Christmas cookies. So yeah, just a little idea. One of my friends gave us cookies a few years ago, and I think she had just written on a Post-it what it was. And I was like, wait, that's genius. So over the years, we've upgraded. Alrighty, so we're actually going to a neighbor's holiday party right now. Let's fast forward quite a few hours. And I make this a lot, just like little caprese salad bites. It's as easy as it looks, drizzled with like balsamic glaze. So good. Usually Genevieve was like, ew. I'm like, honey, trust me, this will be gone. Did you feed him yet?
Yes.
Do you have water? What are you doing? I'm telling you, Pinocchio will like swat at his bowl to tell us he's hungry. How long ago did you feed him? Like an hour ago?
5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still. He eats twice a day. He has tricked us numerous times into feeding him twice. Mm-hmm. He's smart. He said, well, I'll just try. He's looking at us around the corner of the...
It's like, well, you know, no harm in trying. They say no.
Let me show you guys.
All right, so today was this day, and it was a great day. Gigi and I had so much fun on our daddy-daughter
Did you vlog about it at all?
A little bit, but
okay.
I was with her, and so I didn't vlog
enjoying the time.
And I was just enjoying the time. But we went and when eventually you find out what you're getting, I can't wait to tell you the stories behind all of them.
I can't wait.
It's going to be amazing. I went into so many stores that I would never go into by myself for fear of being called out as a fraud. Like, you don't know what you're doing here. Like, there were so many places I went.
Stores. I'm so curious.
There were so many places we went in, and I'm like, okay, I know your mommy likes this store. Let's go and let's find something.
Okay.
And
stores.
I'm like, we would go up to whoever was working. I'm like, we need your help.
Was it like Lush?
So it was like, I just got to find out, like, I don't know how this works. How does this work? Can you help me, please? And they all everyone was so sweet to Gigi. But oh my gosh, it was so fun and so magical, and I can't wait to tell you the stories later. It's going to be great.
Well, that's a sweet tradition. You can start with her.
Yeah,
with
and the things
girls,
she picked up some really nice things.
I can't.
She was very discerning. Like, she thought really hard about a lot of this stuff. So
I wish I could be more discerning. I'd be excited. So I went shopping with Genevieve a few weeks ago, maybe even pre-Vlogmas. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, and we got you a couple of things that she is excited about. I don't think it's as many as maybe you got.
It's not a lot. It was just that, like I said, she was very discerning in a couple
awesome.
things, but there was always thought behind everything.
So
it was
sweet, my sweet pie.
Anyway, so it'll be very fun, and I'll share the stories later.
Okay.
I'm trying to think like what else. So like literally, so we went and did that. We've had a lot of like baking and stuff to do. So like when I got home, trying to get the house cleaned up and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and then it was like,
thank goodness, did the dishes because. I mean, it was wild. I mean, of course, when you're baking and anyway. So luckily I got the baking done. Oh, that's what I was going to say. So Genevieve and I went, and it's become a tradition I was realizing, but it was so cold today. We went to deliver I showed you one of the boxes to some of our neighbors, and then cards to even more people, our neighbors that we know, our friends. And she was a big help. She wanted to ring everyone's doorbell. And of course I'm like, honey, like one of our friends clearly had a ton of company over. Like they were having their Christmas. So I'm like, honey, she's like, please. And I'm like, let's just leave it I'll text her like they are literally in the middle of dinner, like trying to teach like that decorum. I don't know. Anyway, but it was just so cute. She was super excited. So we did. We rang doorbells. We said hey to all kinds of people. And
oh, that's so fun. That's part of the fun, though, I feel like, of the
Oh,
holidays.
100%.
Like,
and it's a joyful thing to do.
Yeah.
You're giving someone like, hey, we baked these,
Yeah.
and we thought of you and thought you might enjoy something. Like,
you are
it's a very
Scrooge at the end of the book. You're like,
That's
you've
right.
learned the error of your ways, and now you're handing out Christmas cookies.
That's right. Anyway, so today was a very joy-filled day.
It was a very good day.
Gigi had the best day. She had a great morning with me doing cookies and stuff.
Yeah.
A great last half of the day with you.
Yeah.
Like Felicity's like, my day was fine. she's just at that age that it's hard to do a lot of things with her, but I look forward. I will miss so much about this stage, but I do look forward to when she's 3 and 4. And like, I mean, we went through it with Genevieve, and like every stage is just so different.
It is. And it's so funny because there's nothing harder than this age, but there's also like there's nothing funnier than this age.
Know,
the stuff that she says and the stuff that she learns, like where did you learn that?
I know.
Like,
some of the things she'll say to us, we're like, did she learn that from you?
It's like, okay, I can't watch it because it makes me cry, but there's that very sweet scene in Modern Family where Jay is like on back pain medication. He's talking about like all the different stages of having a kid, and then he's like, and you never know the last time you're gonna pick up your little girl, and then he's like, I'm gonna pick up. Anyway, he's on like back pain medication, and he like is like trying to pick up his daughter who's 45. But anyway, it's very funny, but it's also like this very, very sweet monologue about the different stages, and you're like, you missed this stage, but it's okay because in its place is like this other great stage. I'm like,
I remember this speech.
And we're seeing this amazing thing right now where I'm like, I love this stage with Felicity. Like, it's so fun, but then like, it's hard, but then you like, as that fades away, you're like, okay, but I know there's this other great stage coming, so it's like it's okay. And then anyway, it's just
I think it's all part of the grand design. It has to be. It has to be. Anyway, I can't talk about it anymore because it will make me emotional.
Sorry.
Anyways.
Shouldn't have even brought it
up.
No,
no, that's so sweet.
But no, like that's what that's what you always think. Stop. I'm not there yet.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Anyway, all right. Well, we're going to sign off because we got to go. But we love you guys. Gigi's very excited for a little... Did we tell... Yeah, I said it was a neighbor's holiday party.
Yeah, it's
Genevieve's very excited.
Yeah.
She's so cute. Anyway, all right. We love you guys. We'll see you
tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye. Well, hello and good afternoon. So, I am about to make... Well, okay, so I would call this stuffing. Other people call it dressing. I think technically it's only called stuffing if you're like actually stuffing it in a turkey. I don't know. I call it stuffing either way. But I'm about to make this stuffing. I made it for Thanksgiving, and it was such a big hit that Jessica's dad asked that I make it again for Christmas. So it's Ina Garten's, which, I mean, come on, she's the goat. Everything she makes is good. But it's sausage and herb stuffing is what she calls it. It's super duper easy, and I think last time I doubled it. I don't know if I have enough to make double this time or not, but point of my story is I'm about to make this right now, try and make it really quickly, because we have to go to Jessica's family Christmas thing here in like any minute. Really anytime. It's one of those family things, like anytime you show up is good. Anyway, point of my story is I'm about to make this right now. It's really good. It's really easy. I'll share the recipe below. Let's get cooking. And welcome to the cutting board.
So this is obviously, we decided that we're just going to put these two vlogs together, as you already know. But we are, I think Tyler already told you what he's making. We went this morning to a cookie exchange in our neighborhood and got to know some more of our neighbors, kind of in a different area, but they're classmates of Genevieve's. It was so lovely. The kids were so happy. They were all playing, which can sometimes be a challenge depending on the scenario. So that was amazing. Everyone we were chatting with was just so lovely. So anyway, it was a great morning, honestly. Yeah. And we brought some of the cookies we made and, of course, got to take home some others. I'll show you a little clip of the little spread. It was so cute. So anyway, now we're like genuinely in crunch time to get to my parents' Christmas. So he's making that. When he's done, I'm going to kind of swap and make the deviled eggs. But in the meantime, while he's cooking that stuffing, I'm going to go wrap the gifts we need to bring today. So we're just wrapping in stages and hopefully it all gets done at some point. And we're watching Christmas Vacation. Felicity's napping. Gigi's happy. Everyone's happy this morning. Yay.
Huh? Is that a turkey?
It's a ham.
Yeah.
We got turkey too.
Their tree looks so cute.
Are you going to film me making popcorn?
Sure am. Look at these, Mom. What'd you make?
I made little cups for to put the popcorn in.
Oh, that's so
for the
cute.
kids, little snowmen.
That is adorable. They are going to love that. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. You guys are so cute.
Hello.
All right, we are home from my parents' Christmas. Very, very fun. We are very, very tired. Looking forward.
If we, I think we explained it earlier, but if we didn't, we did not do a Vlogmas yesterday because we went to that thing this morning and then we got home, we had like dishes to make and then it was time to leave. So like we had no time to edit. So again, we kind of combined.
Yeah,
two
we
days.
just figured.
I think we explained that earlier, but if we didn't, that's what happened.
It's all running together
I
and
know.
we are running on fumes. So
Yep.
we are going to now for real end this vlog
Yes.
and we will see you guys
Tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.